Hey YouTube, Parson Rick here. It's a drippy Saturday afternoon in Eugene and just got back from a ride. Had a memorial ride for one of the old guys, Daddy O. The guys that were kind of old guys when I first started riding. There's not as many of them as there used to be and pretty banged up, but it was good. The old school guys, there's not so many of them anymore. A lot of us still around who grew up, kind of looking up to them and emulating them. The guys are still riding old panheads, if you know anything about Harleys. They're a dying breed, way of life that's fading into the sunset. I'm smoking some Dunhill My Mixture 965 in my Brute Hooligan Dagner pipe. Enjoying the strident tones of our new neighbor's dog. Objects to everything that goes on around here. But the good news is, the guy across the street just pulled up in his fishing boat. And that usually means that my wife's going to be getting some salmon. She plies him with uh, cookies and zucchini bread, and he provides us fresh salmon, steelhead. It's a winning deal as far as I'm concerned. I don't have the patience to fish. Now, I know some of you do. You love to fish, and that's fine. I'm glad you do. That's where I get my fish, is from my friends who love to fish. I do other things. It would just seem rude for me to go out and fish when there's perfectly capable fishermen in my neighborhood. Whistling a little bit here. I didn't bring a tamper out on my stoop. I would love to have a porch, a real porch to sit and rock and smoke my pipe and watch the world go by. I've got a cubby here there's like a mud area in my front door. At least it's not the garage, right? We just got back. It's raining. I'm perfectly soaked. My pants are wet. Down the middle of my back is wet. So as a homage to the old guys, which it doesn't take too long to get to the top of the pile, and you're one of the old guys. Expected to carry on and pass the torch. So of course today it's raining, and I didn't put my windshield on. Still gotta prove to myself. I think probably mostly prove to myself I'm still a little bit of a man anyway. I always tell people, back when I was a man, I'd do this and I'd do this, and now I'm a busted up man, and it's an entirely different creature. Nothing like riding in the rain. My last 2 weekends were riding in the rain to make you a bit contemplative. Seems like the people who drive cars can't function in the rain. I'm at a loss. I get hopeless sometimes. Just people driving at night with no lights. People gets a little bit wet, and us folks that grew up in Oregon, now we cannot drive in the snow, so you guys in Wisconsin and Michigan, you know, go ahead and feel superior. But the folks from down south, they can't drive in the rain, and we've got a lot of them up here. Californians, Arizona, New Mexico. It rains just a little bit, and they freak out. And so that always makes it a little skittish on a motorcycle, because if you're on a bike, you only have two wheels to stop, and if you get sideways at all, you're gonna hurt. Oh boy. So this Dunhill 965, it's oh, hey, can you bring me a thank you? I wondered where that had gone. My wife just walked up here. I had ordered some cheap cobs from Eddie Gray, so that she likes cherry and all those really flavorful ones. So we ordered some of these so that she didn't ruin her good pipe. She doesn't like to have her face on the camera, but she's smoking Paladin Very Cherry, and it is very cherry indeed. We got it from Adrian, blend recommender, sent us a pile of stuff he didn't want, but she likes it. She likes it very much. She's still trying to get me to go out and riding, because of course I was riding in a pair of jeans, which I hardly ever wear jeans because they're worthless in the weather. I took off in a pair of jeans, and this looks like a leather coat, but it's just a shirt. And but she was all togged out, and all of her hard weather gear, so she's ready to go again. Yeah, not me. I'm cold. What? Did it go out? A tamper? She's helping me. Brought me part of my Dagner swag. I do like the this Dunhill mixture is an English, apparently. It's got Cavendish and a Latakia and some Oriental in it. It's a medium to full strength English tobacco. It smokes pretty well in here. I'm kind of enjoying it. This is the second bowl I've smoked in this thing. Now, this is the only poker style pipe I have, and it's required a little getting used to for me. And but I enjoy it. I prefer to clench, and although it's a big honking monster, it's approximately the same size as a shillelagh that was brought back for me from Ireland a long time ago. But it's very light and very lightweight. It doesn't tire my poor jaws. I know my jaws get a lot of work out talking all the time. So, well, I just wanted to check in and talk about some old guys. I'll let you know what I thought about the Dunhill 965. A lot of you guys are a lot more picky than me, have been indifferent towards it. And I haven't tried it in any of my other pipes, but it does very well in this one, and I have enjoyed smoking it. And that's the tobacco of the month, tobacco for March. And I don't remember what's next month. We'll see when we get there. So, you folks have a good evening, and God bless. Parson Rick out. And Miss Chris, she's standing over here off camera. Say goodnight, Chrissy.
Good night, Chrissy.